Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you too. Oh, thank you. Hi, everybody. When I think about the Lord. Love you too. Thank you for all the happy birthdays. Thank you. Thank you. Did I say a happy birthday video? Uh-uh. Hi. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. I'm sorry. Thank you. I just got on. I'm not going to be on for more than 10 minutes tonight. So thank you. With the Holy Ghost. Okay. So tonight I just want to jump on for a couple of minutes because I started my day with God and I'm going to end my day with God. It's my birthday, but it's God's day because without him I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be the woman that I am now. And just the transformation from 3 or 4 years ago to now is just crazy. It's still mind-boggling that I'm this kind of woman, and I have thousands and hundreds of thousands of people on here talking about happy birthday, and it's just crazy how God can literally transform your life in 1 year or not even. It's just crazy just watching how God literally took my life and flipped it around. Today I've had waves of emotions, and I don't know. It's just crazy. If you just sit back and you just literally let God do what he does in your life, he can come and flip it, and he will not leave you as he found you. When I went to God again in the beginning of 2019, I was broken, I was damaged, and I was just so depressed, and I was on suicide alley, and I didn't want to be here, and I didn't feel like living. That's how I came to God. But God says, I'm not going to leave you how I found you. And so God began to love me and move people out of my life and change me and mold me and build me. And God did so much in my life in 1 year that I don't even recognize me now. And every year thereafter, he made me a promise. And he said, if I just stay consistent with him, if I stay obedient to him, he will continue to change everything. He will continue to do what he said as long as I keep my word to him. And this is promises that me and him had years ago. And now I just see like the fruits of everything that he said. And this is crazy. So thank you guys. I can't even begin to start going individually and saying thank you to all the birthday wishes. It's thousands and hundreds of thousands, which is like, whoa, okay, God. So thank you guys. I love you guys so much. And thank you for joining me on this journey called life with me. But tonight, as we were coming back from the beach, we were talking about David and Goliath, and how David not only killed Goliath, but later in his life, later on in his life, he went back and he took out Goliath's brothers too. And as I was sitting there with this, and we were eating dinner, and my head was just thinking and thinking and thinking. And I ended up here on 2 Samuel chapter 22. And this is just David talking to God. Whenever you hear with David, like, oh, thank you guys so much. Y'all are really going in. Thank you so much. You just think about how David always wrote God. He always went back to God. David wouldn't even go to war if he didn't consult God. He knew that he had to insert God in every aspect of his life, every area of his life. He had to, had to include God. I think our biggest battle is when we think that we can do it ourselves. And then when we get the honor and we get the accolades, we tend to take God out of it and get glory. But that wasn't David. David was like, nah, if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be here. The enemies wanted me, God. But God said no. Thank you, guys. Y'all gonna make me emotional tonight. Thank you. So 2 Samuel 22. I'm just gonna read a little bit to you guys. It says, then David spoke to the Lord the words of the song on the day when the Lord had delivered him from the hand of his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, the God of my strength, in whom I trust, my shield and my thorn and my salvation, my stronghold and my refuge, my Savior. You save me from violence. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. When the waves of death surround me, the flood of ungodliness made me afraid. The arrows of Shiloh surrounded me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called on the Lord, and I cried out to my God. And he heard my voice from his temple, and my cry entered his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of heaven quaked and were shaken, because he was angry. Smoke went up from his nostrils, devouring fire from his mouth. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down with the darkness under his feet. He rolled up the cherubim and flew, and he was seen under the wings of the wind. He made darkness canopies around him, dark waters and thick clouds around the sky. From the brightness from before, the coals of the fire were kindled. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice. He sent out arrows and scattered them, lightning bolts, and he vanquished them. Then the channels of the sea were seen. The foundations of the world were uncovered. At the rebuke of the Lord, at the blast of the breath of his nostrils, he sent from above. He took me, he drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, from those who hated me, from those who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of calamity, but the Lord was my support. He also brought me into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanliness of my hands, he has recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and I have not done wickedly from my God. From all of his judgments were before me, and as his statutes I did not depart from them. I was also blameless before him, and I kept myself from iniquity. Therefore the Lord has recompensed me according to his righteousness, according to my cleanliness in my eyes. With the merciful you will show yourself merciful. With a blameless man you will show yourself blameless. With the pure you will show yourself pure, and with the devious you will show yourself shrewd. You will save the humble people, but your eyes are on the haughty, that you may bring them down. For you are my lamp, O Lord. The Lord shall enlighten my darkness. For by you I can run against a troop. By my God I can leap over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is proven. He is a shield to all who trust in him. For who is God except the Lord? And who is the rock except our God? God is my strength and my power, and he makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like a deer, and he sets me on high places. He teaches my hands to make war, so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have also given me a shield of salvation. Your gentleness has made me great. You enlarge my path under my feet, so that I do not slip. I have pursued my enemies and destroyed them. Neither did I turn back against them until they were destroyed. And I have destroyed them and wounded them, so they could not rise. They have fallen under my feet. For you have armed me with the strength for the battle. You have subdued under me those who rose against me. You have also given me the necks of my enemies. so that I will destroy those who have hated me. They looked, but there was none to save them. Even to the Lord, he did not answer them. Then I beat them till they were fine as dust of the earth. I trod them like dirt in the streets and spread them out. You have also delivered me from striving of my people. You have kept me as the head of the nations. A people I have not known shall serve me. The foreigners shall submit to me. As they shall hear, they shall obey me. The foreigners fade away, and they come frightened from their hideouts. The Lord lives. Blessed be my rock. Let God be exalted. Let the rock of my salvation. It is God who avenges me and subdues the people under me. He delivers me from my enemies. You also lift me from above those who rise against me. You have delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the Gentiles, and sing praises to your name. He is the tower of salvation to his king, and shows mercy to his anointed, to David and his descendants forevermore. God just wanted me to read that to y'all. 2 Samuel chapter 22, 1 through 51. That's what we just read, 51 verses. You came so far, and you still have so far to go. Your latter days are going to be greater than your former days. You're going to look back on today, and you're going to begin to laugh. The enemies did want you, but God came off his throne, and he's dealing with the enemies, and they're going to be under your feet. They're going to be under your feet. You're going to remember today. You're going to remember how God saved you from the strong man, from your enemies, from everybody that wanted to take you out. You're going to remember how God delivered you from the snare of the fowler. God is going to deliver his children again, just like he did it before. It might seem like it's a bigger battle, it's this, it's that, but God is saying, I'm bigger than all of the above. Do you trust me? Do you believe in me? It's my birthday, and I remember a couple of birthdays ago, I didn't want to be on this earth. I was done. Everything was falling apart. Bills was adding up. Babies was acting up. Cars was acting up. Finances was none. Making $5 meals. I was just tired. But there was God waiting on me to get tired enough to come to him. And there he was. And there he was. I found him in my low. So he gets all the honor today. He gets all the glory today. God, I lift your name on high. I wouldn't be the woman that I am today if it wasn't for him. And I can remember my broke days, my busted days, my sad days, but I also remember the joyous days. And as I'm preaching, nobody has stopped typing happy birthday. It is thousands of happy birthdays right now. Everyone's hearing the word, but everyone is celebrating today. I thank God for even allowing me to have this platform and allowing me to have you guys on this journey. And I am so blessed to have each and every one of you in my life. So it's not just my day, it's our day. And I don't want you to ever forget it. When I win, we all win. Because we have a common enemy. One. So thank you guys. I'm not going to be long. He's waiting for me. We're going to do some more things tonight and just enjoy each other and just life. So thank you guys. And if you need some scriptures tonight, just sit with 2 Samuel 22 and just remember where God is taking you from. And if you're in some battles today, read this and know that God delivered David from the strong man, from the enemies, from everybody that tried to come against him. He even said in here that he was afraid, but God delivered him. He even said he was in the dark, but God made it light. All of the above. If you need a little encouragement, 2 Samuel 22 tonight. Sit with it. Read it all. It's 51 verses. You don't want to miss it. I love you all. I'm not going to be long. Have a great night. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Y'all ain't finna get me emotional. My makeup cute. Thank you so much. Have a great night.